October.
8:33 October, Breast Cancer Awareness Month, but for so many families, it is a part of their lives every day. One woman who has been touched by this disease more than once, taken on quite a project because of it, photographing breast cancer patients and survivors and their families. Alisa Murray is that photographer. She joins us here this morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
So tell me how this started.
Well, back in 2001, a friend of mine was diagnosed with breast cancer, and it was important to me as a photographer for her family to give pictures to her daughter in case she didn't survive. So I asked them to come in, photograph them. Fast forward into the future a couple of years, cancer-free, adopted a new baby. Called her up and said, hey, I want to do something cool in the community. Can you gather together enough mommies to make a calendar so I can do something to give back?
Right.
She did. And so in 2003, Hope and Inspiration was born. And it's been a God thing. It's been grassroots. Mamas call and ask to be in the calendar, and we're in our 7th annual calendar this year with 2010. So
it is a calendar of moms and their families, and ideally and originally inspired just so that there would be a keepsake, but there is so much power in a photograph, isn't there? Tell me about that.
Well, it's so important to them to have that. You know, you never know when people are going to be gone, and for me to be able to give that as a gift is just a really important project for me as an artist. Mothers that have been in the calendar have you know, there have been several that have passed away, unfortunately, and these are the last photos that they've had with their families. So it's really an important thing to do.
So as we look at some of these pictures here on the screen, how do you conceive them? Are you trying to, is there a theme for each one, or are you just trying to throw everybody together,
I just
or
really
what?
want to capture their relationship. You know, I've always kept it very clean. It's black shirts, black background. I want to capture who they are and who their family is. And, you know, if they're giggling, if they're more solemn, you know, whether they're a grandmother or a new mommy or have been newly diagnosed and have had a new recent diagnosis. A lot of these families have multiple diagnoses in their family. You know, they've got the gene. So you've got grandmother in the calendar and you've got mom in the calendar, or you've got mom in the calendar and you've got the daughter in the calendar. It's a very important project for them to be able to be in the calendar, because when they're in the calendar, they have survived. Yeah. And so it's this milestone of this journey of having gone through that breast cancer and come out on the other end, and being able to inspire other women now that are
absolutely who are going through the fight. Yeah. And real quickly, for people who have these mementos, they tell you what about having them?
Oh, well, that they'll treasure them for the rest of their lives, that it'll be something they'll pass down in their families after they're gone. It's just a very important thing to be able to do as an artist.
Well, it is a great thing to be able to see and experience as well. Alisa Murray, thank you so very much.
You're so welcome.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Sabila?